So what we're going to do is we're going to fillet this fjord trout. I'm going to show you my way of filleting it, which I think is the easiest way. But let me show you the bone structure so you'll understand what's going on. Here we have the top of the fin. Below it we have a bone that comes all the way down to the central backbone. Then from the central backbone we have two curved bones which go round the middle of the fish. And then back at the backbone we have two bones that go either side. Those are the pin bones. What we're going to do is we're going to come in from the fin, cutting all the way down along the backbone, right down to the pin bones. And then we're going to take the knife and cut in one straight cut and take the whole fillet off. We cut behind the gill first, just behind the gill at a slight angle down to the bone. The knife will not go any further because you've got the bone there. We follow then the knife along the backbone to one side of the actual fin along the back, all the way down to the tail. On the tail, we cut across a nice straight line, and then we allow our knife to basically go down as far as the pin bones, because we can feel the pin bones all the way along the fish. Work your way along the other side of the backbone up until we get into the belly, just beyond this fin that's here. Once we get into the belly, we run the knife flat along the actual bones and the belly bones and the backbone, cutting the side away. I prefer it to do it this way because I think it's easier to get the belly off later on than mess about trying to go round the rib bones. Take the fillet off. Do the same on the other side. This time, as you lay the fillet down, cut the head off because the head sits slightly higher and gives the fish a slight angle up towards the ceiling. So it means that when you come to cut with your knife will cut at a slight angle. This leaves us this bit in the middle. This is called the frame. Now that flesh can be cured. You can put it into a little bit of salt and sugar, just into a dry mix, and allow it to cure then for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then once you've wiped it all off, it can go into a smoker and you can smoke it. And you can pull all that flesh off to be used for pâtés or for mousses. Next, we lay the fillet down and we run our knife just along the actual belly bones. So these are the rib bones, just curving the knife carefully, not trying to leave too much meat on the actual bones themselves, getting down towards the edge of the belly here, and then a straight cut across the edge of the belly. Second lot of bones that we need to take out are the pin bones, and the pin bones run along the middle of the actual fish. Using a good pair of tweezers, take hold of the pin bones, holding onto the heads, and pull them towards the head of the fish. They must go towards the head of the fish because if you pull them the other way, you will end up tearing the flesh. Next, we trim the belly away. Coming along the top of the fillet, just trim the belly away, get a nice straight line. Now the fillet's ready to cut into portions. So what we do is we trim at the head end just to square off the fillet, and then we cut our individual portion size. And then you've got two small strips of belly meat which can be cut very thinly for sashimi. With this next fillet, we can cut it into a tian fillet. A tian fillet is the top end of the fillet. So what we're going to do is take our knife, cut along the fillet, but using a circular motion to curve the fillet as we cut it. This is great because the piece of fish we get out of this is the same thickness all the way through, which means that it cooks evenly, especially being a smaller portion. From the bellies that we've got from the tian fillet, cut that just nice and straight, and then we can cut diamond shaped pieces which can be used for things like canapes or tartare, anything like that. We've used the whole thing, not left anything to waste. It's a real fantastic product on the Norwegian coastline.